Mother, I have returned.
Bronya, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld? Oh, in that case, report everything you saw. Commander Bronya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance. To help the residents of the underworld, we also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam Cocolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only, Mother. You've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you? Well, the responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds of years.
Enough!
What?
Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Bronya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg. And now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum. Guards! Take Bronya.
They are not scum. My entire life. Everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Yes. I am ready. Mother?
Then come with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
We're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like. Oh wait, I haven't finished yet. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district.
The bro or the sis? If you're talking about Japard, we should be careful. He's a top Silvermane guard. He'd probably get a medal for every one of us he brought in. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Japard for the time being?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Bronya...
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's work.
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have the overworld and the underworld. I'm okay. Let's go.
Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back. Not interested.
Sir Vol, we came past here before and helped you fix.
What? I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around this quick? Act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling.
Oh, we just.
Not yet, March. Bronya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are going to need conclusive, publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have. I know Kokolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details. You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Bronya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Try not to embellish the facts.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Bronya recently. After all these years in isolation, and I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Bronya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything. A very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who... Maybe I should be thanking Kokolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more Kokolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm, she gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian. Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions? I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth.
It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover it. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. Japard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but for my brother, orders are more important than anything. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulation. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog. Somewhere in the...
We must locate it as soon as possible. Ideally before Kokolia takes action.
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But the area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need, even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of... Correct. And it's different from the underground towns you described. The Fragmentum there has quite literally torn everything.
Sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and...
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, this calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves.
Really? Great! Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready. Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today. Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Japard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the...
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale.
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name.
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Palo will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klopoth Fort without saying it. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the three intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city, and...
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya.
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klopoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd return.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Payla's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it.
Wait!
What is it?
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were...
Am not! How dare you! What do you...
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders.
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Kokolia's methods haven't...
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guard.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
This is a military base. Trespassers are... Wait, isn't that... Serval!
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see.
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers. So, these guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes...
No, that's, seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be... Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and...
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff.
Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at Hell on Earth. It's a place too cold to bear. Covered in... The restricted zone front line is on the other side of the gear bridge. It's an endless fragmentum with a few exhausted Silvermane... If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that hell. Are you ready?
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
Let's go then. First, I help set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them. Darn! Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminal. With the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from... That way, even if the front line were to collapse, the fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
Bronya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply installation. That's it! The thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
And it's behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines.
No wonder.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminal. That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval!
Come on, let's see if that guard over there will let us pass. Yo, evening?
Are you the emergency engineers? I saw you guys
Not yet. Everything looks normal so far. I think the problem is stemming from the energy. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on very...
No. No can do. No one...
Not even the Supreme...
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No...
Darn, this guy's not...
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain...
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead. Going...
Dunn? Why didn't you say... Hey, Dunn! It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
Serval, it's been a long time. You're still so... You look good.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Oh, you play rock and roll too?
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, hello.
Oh, what's that weird
Zachary! How many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, my keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances to return, though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Anything wrong, Dunn?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply line's in the restrict-
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right?
Aha. Captain Japard just returned to the front line.
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be, he was still-
You haven't changed, Serval. These people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants. Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
There goes the negotiation.
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end. Dunn, this concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day, you must understand. My rock and roll soul is to uphold the dignity of a soldier. Serval? Why?
I'm sorry, Dunn. Time for a little nap.
He's just unconscious. Don't worry.
Stubborn fool. Strong, though.
Got it! The encryption key! Quick, before we attract...
I think we attracted attention.
That's the enemy attack alarm. Every Silvermane guard in the reserve zone just became our enemy. We've made it up till now. I could lose an arm and a leg for all I care. I have to lay eyes. Quick, back to the energy supply hub. Anyone that tries to stop us is gonna... Give me some time. Ugh, who designed this operating system? Emergency fire evacuation system? Rock and roll dance floor atmosphere mode? Who the heck? Gear bridge control terminal. That's it. I've reset the energy system. Let's go.
Careful. There's a big guy up ahead.
There's no other way. We'll...
If we can beat Svarog, we can beat this one.
Energy restored. System online. 40%. We did it. We've gained access to the gear bridge. Perfect. Okay. We need to...
We could have a problem.
He probably is. Hopefully we don't bump into him, but if we do, we'll just have to try and talk to him.
Are you sure you can convince him?
I've probably got a 30% chance. Or
Meaning it could end in a fight.
Haven't you noticed yet? Most of our convincing ends in a fight.
We need to be sure, Serval. If we can't reach a common understanding with your brother...
Of course. My word is my bond. I said